niyang pagalingin ang may mga BPH or prostate benign hypertrophy dun sa prostate and even breast cancer prevention. So pwede pong makakatulong itong Carbacrol natin sa mga may mga cancer patient. Why? Kasi kaya po niyang patayin yung lipid layer ng cancer cell, which is i-discuss ko din po mamaya para maintindihan po natin. Or even there are antimicrobial properties also. So sabi ko, it is effective against Staphylococcus, Salmonella, or even E. coli, or even infection or viral infection. And then it will boost also the immunity and reduces inflammation. So kaya po niyang i-enhance ang overall health threats, respiratory issues like asthma, or even by cleansing the lungs and supports the immune system. Okay? So with the antimicrobial power or of the Carbacrol, so actually it actively destroys the harmful bacteria. So sabi ko nga po kanina, yung mga E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus, or Pseudomonas aeruginosa, yun po yung nagpo-cause ng problem sa baga. So usually, kaya po niyang gamutin yung product natin na NanoCell Carbacrol, kaya po niyang patayin or i-disrupt yung bacterial membrane na magli-lead into cell lysis and death of the bacterial cell wall. And ultimately, mawawala po at ma-eradicate po ng sistema po natin yun. And then, sabi ko din po dito, it is effective against drug-resistant strains. Okay? So, ang potency po niya kasi it against the antibiotic-resistant pathogens that offers a natural alternative to synthetic antibiotics. Okay? So, usually instead of doing some antibiotics, on my part po kasi, I rarely give antibiotics. So, kung kaya pa po ng natural and the immune system can recuperate by its own, then definitely, last method na rin po yung binibigay natin na pagbibigay ng antibiotics, lalo na kung viral activity. So yung mga kumakalat po ngayon na influenza virus, then definitely it's a virus. Hindi kahit anong ibigay po natin na antibiotics, usually hindi po magiging, kumbaga in a way, magiging effective ang antibiotic sa influenza virus. Kasi nga po, the viral activity, it's more on usually self-regeneration. So, actually, ang sa akin po, it's kung kaya ng sistema natin na labanan, then definitely, like yung pagkakaroon ng fever, kapag once na nagkakaroon po tayo ng flu, usually, ang ginagawa kasi ng katawan is pinapainit niya yung thermoregulation ng body para mapatay po yung viral activity. That is why, kapag once na nagkakaroon po tayo ng fever, kapag once na may influenza po tayo, then definitely that's the normal response of the body na para in a way makombat po yung viral load ng katawan. So sabi ko po kanina, ang viral activity, it's more on self-limiting. So kaya pong as much as possible, kaya ng katawan po natin na gamutin yung sarili niya kung virus po ito. Okay? And then with the natural protection and infection control, so kapag nag-take po kasi tayo ng Carbacrol, it will act as natural shield against infection. So usually, Doc, hindi po ba sapat ang ascorbic acid or vitamin C na protection ko? Usually, pwede naman po yun at a certain dose. Pero kapag once na nag-take po tayo ng Carbacrol, then definitely it will shield us against infection or even environmental contaminants. Okay, so it is also beneficial for individual with weak immunity, or even there is a chronic inflammation or infection fatigue, yung mga madaling mapagod after na nagkasakit, then definitely pwede po natin siyang ibigay, itong Carbacrol po natin. And sabi ko nga rin po paulit-ulit kanina na it will support respiratory, gastrointestinal, and skin health. Okay? So, Carbacrol also provides a nature-based broad spectrum defense. So yes, sabi ko po din kanina na it is powerful enough to target the resistant bacteria, yet gentle enough to support the body's natural microbiome balance. So kung ayaw po natin ma-alter yung katawan po natin, then definitely we can use this product for detoxification at the same time, and to shield against influenza virus or viral or even bacterial or fungal origin na pwedeng pumasok po sa katawan po natin. Okay? So, ang nanocell Carbacrol din po natin, it has the natural antioxidant function. Okay? So, ang Carbacrol, it will act as a potent natural antioxidant. Okay? Kaya po niya kasing i-neutralize yung harmful free radicals that can cause oxidative stress and premature aging of cells. So, sabi ko po kanina, maganda po siya na pampaganda rin itong Carbacrol natin kasi meron po siyang natural antioxidant. And then kaya din po niyang i-reduce yung oxidative stress na sinasabi po natin by scavenging the ROS or the reactive oxygen species, which is discuss na po natin yan nung nag-discuss po ako ng cancer and about dun sa Bloom Gluta na discussion po natin. And kaya po niya kasi, itong Carbacrol, kaya niyang i-maintain yung balanse ng between the oxidation and detoxification sa katawan po natin. And ito po kasi ay critical for cellular energy and resilience. So kung wala pong panlaban yung katawan natin, then definitely madali lang po tayong tamaan ng sakit, like yung mga kumakalat po na viral influenza ngayon. Kung tatanungin niyo po ako, Doc, bakit po ang bilis na pumalat ng influenza virus? Actually, ang influenza po kasi ay maraming klase. So meron po tayong influenza A, B, C, D, E, F, at marami pa pong iba. So Doc, nagpabakuna naman po ako. How come na natamaan pa rin po ako ng influenza? Possible po kasi na yung binakuna po sa inyo ay wala sa strain ng kumakalat po na virus po ngayon. So, kung tatanungin niyo po ako, Doc, pwede na po ba akong hindi magpabakuna? Usually, ang ina-advise ko po is kung yung bakuna ay nagawa po siya, halimbawa, nagpabakuna tayo 2024. What if yung kumalat po ngayon is nagkaroon na po ng ibang strain yung virus. So yung binakuna po sa atin ay hindi na po makakatulong kapag once na nahawaan po tayo ng bagong strain. That is why we need to boost our immune response. Kaya nire-recommend po natin itong Carbacrol and even yung mga ascorbic acid natin or yung vitamin C natin to protect our body from existing viral activity na nangyayari po sa environment natin ngayon. Okay? And then, nasabi ko din po dito na ang Carbacrol can prevent cellular damage. Okay? So, Doc, bakit kaya niyang i-prevent yung cellular damage? Kasi it can protect the cell membranes or even the DNA and mitochondria, which are often compromised kapag once na nagkakaroon po tayo ng chronic inflammation or even kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng diabetes or pagtaas ng asukal sa katawan and some metabolic syndromes, ano pa po, may mga cardiovascular diseases, neurodegenerative conditions like yung mga Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, kung nakakalimot na po tayo, then definitely Carbacrol, this is a good supplement option na pwede po nating i-recommend or pwede po nating i-take. Okay? So, in terms antioxidant properties po, Carbacrol help the body heal and rejuvenate at the cellular level. So, kaya po niya kasing i-protect yung tissues from oxidative wear and supporting overall vitality ng katawan po natin. Okay? So, the next one, it's antiviral support. So, sabi ko po kanina, kaya po niyang i-disrupt yung viral structure ng ano po natin, yung mga virus. Okay? So, ang virus po, just what I've told you a while ago po, na hindi po kaya ng antibiotics. So, kung meron pong magbibigay po sa inyo ng antibiotics na meron po kayong flu, kahit maraming antibiotics po yan, hindi po yan e-effect dun sa katawan ng meron pong flu. Dahil ang flu po ay virus. So, sabi ko din po kanina na ang virus ay self-limiting. So, as long as we increase our immune system or increase our vitality enzymes, Doc, ano po yun? Those are mga enzymes na pwedeng tumulong sa katawan po natin. Kasi marami pong enzymatic activity na nangyayari sa body once na na-compromise. So, Doc, ano po ba talaga ang sikreto para hindi magkasakit? Well, to be honest, marami na po akong na-encounter na mga patients na nagtanong sa akin yan. Then definitely, sabi ko po, is to increase the immune system. So, paano natin i-increase ang immune system natin? Then definitely, kaya po natin dinidiscuss po itong Carbacrol kasi kaya po niyang i-increase po yung immune system pa natin. Okay? Kasi sabi ko nga po kanina din na kung virus man yung umatake sa katawan po natin, kaya po niyang tunawin yung lipid and protein envelopes ng mga virus na meron po sa katawan natin na magli-lead into breakdown of the protective shell. And then kapag once na natanggal na po yung protective shell ng virus, then kaya na po niyang i-prevent yung virus from attaching and entering the healthy cells. So usually, ganun po yung nangyayari. Okay? So, aside from dun po, it inhibits viral replication then and effective against common and resistant viruses. Okay? So, let's proceed to other advantage of our Carbacrol. Okay? Meron din po siyang tinatawag na antifungal benefits. Okay? So, Doc, pwede po ba akong gumamit ng mga gamot na antifungal na binibigay or pinapahid? Definitely, ang mga pinapahid po kasi ay yun po yung may mga corticosteroids na. Usually, na-address lang yung inflammation pero hindi niya po kaya kasing patayin yung fungi na existing dun sa katawan. Okay? Pero ang Carbacrol po kasi, kaya po niyang patayin yung tinatawag natin na fungal activity sa katawan. Paano yun, Doc? Paano niya pinapatay? Usually, ang Carbacrol po kasi natin, meron po siyang 2 bioactive compounds from oregano. So yun po yung thymol and yung synergistic effect niya with the Carbacrol. So kaya po niya kasing i-inhibit yung Candida albicans and ang Candida albicans is the most common cause of fungal infection. So usually nakukuha po yun kung minsan sa mga more on fungal activity, unprotected sex. Usually, kung minsan kapag bumaba yung immune response, then definitely magkakaroon po ng stimulation sa katawan, then pwede pong magkaroon ng fungal activity sa sistema. And then, pwede po ring isuppress, itong Carbacrol po natin, kaya po niyang isuppress yung mold and yeast growth in the gastrointestinal and respiratory tracts. That is why sabi ko po, effective din po siya na pang-detox and at the same time, kaya po niyang gamutin, lalo na yung may respiratory problem like asthma, yung influenza, yung sipon, ubo. So kaya pong ng carbacriol natin. And then kaya din niya kasing i-prevent yung biofilm formation which makes fungi and bacteria resistant to treatment. Okay? So in-include ko din po dito yung it can prevent gut dysbiosis. So paano niya ma-prevent? Kaya po niya kasing i-restore yung microbial balance by reducing the pathogenic yeast in fungi. So usually, kaya po niyang i-reduce or pababain yung pathogenic yeast and fungi sa katawan. Kaya po niyang i-support yung growth of beneficial gut flora, yung mga tinatawag po natin na uh, like yung mga germs, good bacteria sa ano po natin sa stomach. Kasi meron pong good bacteria and bad bacteria na andun po sa stomach natin. Then definitely itong good bacteria kaya po niyang i-support yung growth kapag once na mag-take po tayo ng carbacriol. And then it can improve also the digestion and nutrient absorption. So pwede po nating ibigay ito sa mga patients na may mga leaky gut or kung minsan yung mga nagkakaroon ng chronic bloating or yung, sorry for my word, yung utot ng utot or dighay ng dighay, pwede po nating ibigay kasi kaya po niyang i-restore yung intestinal imbalance na nagkakaroon po dun sa stomach region po natin or even in the intestines. Okay? So ano po ang clinical relevance? So actually, ang carbacriol po, kaya din po niya kasing i-protect yung gut natin and even our immune system by fighting the fungal and yeast overgrowth. So usually it can help to restore the balance or even the clarity and vitality ng katawan po natin. Okay? So let's proceed to other advantages. So usually, kaya din po niyang, sabi ko nga dito, in-include ko po, it can blocks the COX enzyme. So, ang COX enzymes ay, ito po yung similar na binibigay natin sa mga may mga arthritis or may mga inflammation sa katawan. Kung familiar po kayo sa mga paracetamol or even ketorolac, tramadol, ibuprofen, then definitely, ito po yung tinatawag natin na mga NSAIDs. Okay? So, instead of giving those medications, kung gusto po ng patient ng natural supplement na pwede pong makatulong sa kanya as anti-inflammatory supplement, then definitely we can give the carbacriol. Kasi sabi ko po dito, similar din po yung effect niya from those medications, pero itong sa atin po ay natural. Okay? So, bakit po magkahalintulad na yung mga pain relievers from carbacriol? Kasi ang carbacriol po, it reduces the synthesis of pro-inflammatory prostaglandins. Okay? So, ano ang prostaglandins? Usually, ang prostaglandins po, it helps to relieve the pain, swelling, or even the inflammation na nararamdaman po ng mga clients po natin. Pero itong carbacriol po kasi, since it's natural, hindi po siya magkakaroon ng gastrointestinal side effects. So often linked to synthetic NSAIDs. Okay? So pag mag-take kasi tayo ng mga anti-inflammatory medication, usually kung minsan masakit yung tiyan natin or kung minsan nagkakaroon po tayo ng pagdumi or even nagpo-cause po yun ng iba't ibang side effects sa katawan. Lalo na kung nag-take po tayo, usually nag-bloat or kung minsan iba yung gastrointestinal motility. Pwede tayong pwedeng gawin ng gamot or side effect ng gamot na palagi tayong mag-toilet or magkakaroon tayo ng diarrhea or bowel discomfort, pwede rin niya kasing gawin na usually i-constipate. So usually, instead of using those sabihin na lang natin na NSAIDs or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, then definitely pwede na po tayong mag-take ng Carbacrol kung gusto po natin ng natural. Though, kapag gusto din po natin ng immediate effect, then definitely we can also give the synthetic medications. Yun nga lang, there are several side effects. So, nasa sa inyo naman po kung gusto nyo ng natural, then we can proceed with the Carbacrol, or if we can proceed with the NSAIDs, then definitely there are side effects po kasi na pwedeng mangyari once na tinake po natin yon. Okay? So, sinabi ko din po dito, it reduces the inflammatory cytokines. So, Doc, ano po ba yung inflammatory cytokine? So usually ito po yung nagpo-cause ng chronic inflammation. Kung nagkakaroon ng inflammation sa muscles natin or even joints, inflammation sa puso, usually yun yung tinatawag natin na endothelial inflammation, or even overall oxidative stress in tissues of our body. So usually, pwede po nating i-take ito as anti-inflammatory. Itong Carbacrol po natin. Okay? So, meron din po tayong mga systemic benefits, okay, na in-include ko po dito. Sa joint health, usually, it eases the stiffness and improves mobility in arthritis and inflammatory joint diseases. So, kapag once na pinag-Carbacrol po natin yung may mga arthritis, ma-observe po nila na how come na nawala na yung pain and nakakalakad na. So usually that's the synergistic effect po kasi ng Carbacrol and Thymol na meron po dun sa Carbacrol supplement po natin na, from NanoCell. Meron din po siyang muscle support. So it reduces the oxidative damage and soreness post-exercise or injury. So kapag after ng exercise or kung minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng muscle stiffness, then definitely makakatulong po ang Carbacrol para ma-ease po yung pain kung nakakaramdam po tayo ng muscle stiffness or muscle pain. Or kung minsan after ng jogging, nagkakaroon ng muscle cramps, then definitely pwede po tayong mag-take ng Carbacrol. Okay? So in terms of vascular health naman po, kaya po niyang i-improve yung endothelial function, which is na-discuss ko na po kanina, and it can help to prevent vascular inflammation, and it can support the heart and metabolic health. So usually, ang problem po kasi kapag once na nagkakaroon ng hypertension or even diabetes is dahil inflamed po yung katawan. Kapag diabetic, dahil mataas po yung asukal, or yung kapag inflammation dun sa heart or hypertensive kasi possible na nagkakaroon ng endothelial problem. So usually, since kino-consider natin ito na parang itong Carbacrol natin na as pain reliever, then it can help. And then don't worry po, i-discuss ko po mamaya kung bakit siya makakatulong with our heart-related concerns. Okay? So meron din po siya anti-parasitic effect. Okay? So kaya po niyang i-protect against intestinal parasites. So usually may ginagamit ito sa mga animals, pero usually sorry for this term po kasi meron po kasi kaming community service before, and then nagbibigay po kami ng mga anti-parasitic drugs sa community. Then definitely after 1 to 2 hours, yung mga bata po, dumudumi na po sila ng mga worms. Okay? Usually whipworm or tapeworm or even roundworm. So usually, kung gusto po natin na ma-detox or even kung nag-a-assume po tayo na may mga parasites, yung mga anak po natin or even some mga kaibigan natin, not necessary kasi na bata lang yung yung merong parasite. So we can give this carbacril for natural protection against intestinal parasite. Doc, bakit? Ano yung nangyayari kapag binigyan po natin siya ng carbacril? So, ang carbacril po kasi, it exhibits strong antiparasitic activity against nematodes or yung mga tinatawag natin na roundworms or yung mga iba't tapeworms. Kaya po niya kasing i-disrupt yung cell membrane and impairing metabolic enzymes na nangyayari kapag meron pong worms sa tiyan po natin. And then kaya din po niya kasing itong carbacril kaya niyang i-provide ng natural intestinal cleansing. So usually binibigay po natin ito sa mga individual na exposed sa contaminated food or water or even dun sa mga nakaka-experience po ng unexplained bloating or even digestive distress. So usually pwede po siyang i-take kapag masakit yung tiyan and even kapag nagkakaroon po tayo ng diarrhea, pwede po natin siyang i-take para kaya po niyang i-cleanse usually dahil dun sa advantage nung carbacril and thymol na nasa nanocell product po natin. Okay? So it supports also healthy digestion and immunity instead of drinking lactobacillus strain like yung mga familiar po sa atin na drinks, then definitely pwede na po ito. And then kaya din po niyang i-detoxify yung mold or foodborne toxins. And at the same time, kaya po niyang i-neutralize yung mycotoxins. So yung mycotoxins po kasi or yun yung mga toxins from mold exposure. So kung may mga molds po sa bahay natin, kapag once na nag-take po tayo ng carbacril, kaya po niyang tanggalin sa sistema po natin. Kasi ang molds kung minsan, once na na-inhale po natin, lalo na yung may mga asthma, it can trigger. Or even yung mga typical na ubo ng ubo na hindi naman nagkaroon ng lagnat or hindi naman nagkaroon ng sipon, possible po kasi na meron mold sa bahay, then definitely kailangan po nating i-eradicate po yun. Or even pathogens from spoiled or contaminated foods. So usually, di ba, yung bread, kapag hindi natin ginalaw after a week, nagkakaroon po siya ng molds. So usually, yun po yung pwede nating ma-inhale or ma-consume and it will affect po yung sistema ng katawan po natin. Okay? So, ang carbacril din po, it has anti-cancer and cytotoxic activity. Okay? So, ang carbacril po kasi, it activates programmed cell death. Okay? Or yung tinatawag po natin na apoptosis. So, nilagay ko lang po dito yung picture para maintindihan po natin. No? Pero, ang apoptosis po kasi is tinatawag po natin na cell death or kaya po niyang kumbaga i-fragment yung pathways ng cancer sa katawan po natin through activation of the DNA caspase. Okay? So medyo technical lang po ako dito kasi gusto ko pong i-emphasize na ang carbacril can also be given to those who have cancer. Okay? Kasi meron po siyang cytotoxic activity and kaya din po niyang i-trigger yung necrosis. Ang necrosis naman po yung tinatawag po natin na nagkakaroon ng inflammation na rapid. Okay? Nagpo-proliferate po yung abnormal cells doon. And then kaya din po niyang i-prevent yung tumor progression. Na yun may mga cancer po, then definitely kung may tumor po sila, kaya pong i-prevent yung paglaki ng tumor sa katawan. Okay? And then pangalawa po, it disrupts the cancer cell membrane and mitochondrial function. So ang carbacril po kasi, kaya niyang i-destabilize yung phospholipid membrane ng malignant cells. So na-discuss na po natin before na ang malignant cells ay yun yung mga cancer na pumupunta na sa iba't ibang area ng katawan. So Ang carbacril po, kaya po niyang i-destabilize or tunawin yung membrane ng malignant cell na magli-lead yung cell na yun into essential ions and energy loss. Okay? And then, uh, nag-a-active din po siya as kaya niyang i-inhibit yung ATP synthesis. So, usually, it increases the reactive oxygen species which selectively damages the tumor cells while sparing healthy tissues. Okay? Kasi kapag nag-chemo tayo, usually pinapatay ang good cells and bad cells. While itong carbacril, ang target lang po niya ay kaya niyang i-select yung damage ng tumor cells and kaya niyang i-spare yung healthy tissues. So, ganun po ka-powerful ang carbacril po natin. Okay? And then, pangatlo po, yung sinabi ko po dito, it will act as a cellular modulator. Okay? So, bakit? Kaya po niya kasing isupport yung body's phase 1 and 2 detoxification enzymes po natin. Okay? Yun po yung tinatawag natin na glutathione transferase and catalase. That is why sabi ko po kanina, kung gusto niyo pong i-enhance yung magandang pagpayat or pagpapaganda, then definitely pwede po natin i-combine ang Bloom-Gluta plus itong carbacril po natin. Okay? And then, it enhances the immune recognition of the abnormal cells and helps clear metabolic waste and oxidative byproducts that promote inflammation or carcinogenesis. Okay? So, to cut the long story short po, pwede po natin ibigay ito sa may mga cancer para just in case matulungan yung pag-prevent ng malignancies kapag meron na po yung patient ng mga malignant cells sa katawan. Okay? And then the last one po, it's more on the cardiometabolic support. Okay? So sabi ko po dito, it improves cholesterol and lipid balance, supports endothelial function and arterial flexibility, and at the same time, it reduces the inflammatory markers linked to heart disease. So kaya po niya kasing i-decrease yung tinatawag natin na CRP. Doc, ano yung CRP? It's C-reactive protein na nagkukos po ng inflammation sa katawan po natin. Meron din po kaming tinatawag na IL-6 at TNF-alpha. Ito po kasi yung mga cytokines in vascular inflammation. So, usually kapag nai-stroke yung patient or nagkakaroon po ng hypertension or myocardial infarction or heart attack, usually tumataas po sila. And then kapag once na nagbigay po tayo ng carbacril, then definitely it can lower down the CRP or even tinatawag po namin na inflammation sa liver, yung mga ferritin, or even some inflammatory markers sa katawan. Okay? So, and then kaya din po niyang i-regulate yung blood sugar. So maganda po ito sa mga diabetics din. Okay? Aside from dun sa berberine product po natin, no? So, in-include ko lang po yung tatlo na to, although marami po ang advantages ng carbacril, pero ang carbacril po kasi it inhibit alpha amylase and alpha glucosidase. Okay? So, ang carbacril po kasi it can naturally block the digestive enzymes that break down carbohydrates into glucose. Okay? So this slows carbohydrate absorption and reduces postprandial or after meal sugar spikes. 'Di ba? Kapag kumakain po tayo, then definitely kapag chinek natin via glucometer, tataas po talaga yung glucose levels po natin. So with carbacril, kaya po niyang i-slow down yung carbohydrate absorption sa katawan po natin. That is why sinabi ko din po kanina na ang carbacril po ay mabisa po na pampapayat. Okay? And then the second one is it stabilizes the post-meal glucose levels. So na-discuss ko na po kanina. Kaya po niya kasing i-maintain yung steady blood glucose. So, yung mga diabetic po dito na nakikinig po sa atin or nanonood, then definitely they can use Carbacrol as a supporting supplement para bumaba po yung sugar levels and para ma-stimulate din po yung insulin production sa katawan po nila. Okay? And then, pangatlo po, it's beneficial for pre-diabetic and diabetic individuals. So, kaya po niya kasing i-support yung glycemic control and insulin sensitivity. So, it can be combined with other metabolic supporting nutrients such as yung berberine po natin or even yung iba po gumagamit ng chromium or alpha lipoic acid. Okay? So, with the clinical application, and sorry po, medyo naging technical po ako with my discussion kasi we need to understand din po kasi baka kasi may mga magtanong po sa atin and then kaya po na din natin na i-explain, no? So, ang clinical application po nito is ideal po sila na ibigay ang nanocell Carbacrol dun sa may mga metabolic syndrome. So, yung uh, sabi nila na mataas na yung asukal pero hindi pa declared na na meron po silang diabetes, then definitely pwede po natin silang ibigay or yung dyslipidemia. Dok, ano ang dyslipidemia? Usually, yun po yung may mga matataas na cholesterol or even triglycerides pag pinapacheck po natin yung blood chemistry po nila. So, how come, Doc, nagbigay na yung doctor ng statin medication and yet hindi pa rin bumababa po yung triglyceride po at saka cholesterol? Then definitely, kailangan po nating baguhin yung lifestyle. Okay? And even hypertension and vascular inflammation, yung sabi ko po kanina, yung recurrent infections, whether viral, fungal, or bacterial, and even yung mga mabilis mapagod, yun po yung chronic fatigue, or nagkakaroon po ng oxidative stress. Okay? So, ang recommended use po nito is as much as mga 1 to 2 capsules before or after meals po. Usually, kapag once na nakita po namin na medyo elevated po yung asukal, pwede po hanggang 3 capsules a day. Okay? And then pwede po siyang gamitin as for preventive use or as part of integrative therapy kasi usually, sabi ko nga ginagamit po ito na pampapayat. So instead na, yung iba po kasi gumagamit na yung uso-uso ngayon ng mga tirzepatide, injections. Usually, itong mga injections na to po ay indicated for may mga history na ng diabetes. So kung ang mga kaibigan po natin gumagastos ng napakalaki for that injection, pwede po natin itong ma-recommend na pampapayat, itong Carbacrol. Okay? Kasi it's evidence-based, scientifically backed up, and formulated po para matulungan din po yung mga clients natin or even sa mga patients ko po, pwede ko po siyang ma-recommend instead of doing some synthetic or regimen or even yung mga iba't ibang klase ng diet recommendations na binibigay ng mga iba't ibang ano po natin, mga exercise facilities. Okay? And then sabi nga din po natin na as much as possible, we can consult doctors or even yung mga pharmacies if they will recommend some Carbacrol. Pero with me po kasi there will be no problem as long as stable po yung patient. And as much as possible, kailangan po natin munang i-assess prior to give these recommendations or higher dosages of Carbacrol. Okay? So sabi ko nga po kanina, kaya po niyang i-fight yung cancer, bacteria, virus, and fungi. And the mechanism of action na sinummarize ko lang po ito though na-discuss ko na po kanina. Okay? And then there are scientific studies and researches also. Even Hippocrates, the father of medicine, used it as an antibacterial and respiratory treatment. Okay? So as per their study, it suggests oregano oil is a strong natural antibiotic. So sabi ko nga kanina po, ito po ay ginagamit pa dati ng mga Romans or even mga Greeks nung hindi pa na-discover ang penicillin or yung mga antibiotics po natin ngayon. And then, sa Sinai Medical Center research, sinuport po nila na kaya po itong parang in a way sa mga lalaki na may mga prostate cancer or metastatic problem or even type of cancer na kaya na malignant, sabihin na lang po natin. Then Carbacrol ay pwede po natin i-recommend sa kanila para hindi na po magkaroon ng malignancy. And nasabi na din po natin kanina na kaya po niya kasing i-inhibit yung paglaki ng tumor cells or even yung tinatawag po natin na abnormal cells. Okay? So in terms of regulatory status, we are FDA registered naman po. And then, ito po yung product natin na Carbacrol. So usually, sabi po natin dito, fights harmful bacteria and fungi. It reduces inflammation for detox support and aids in digestion to expel toxins and clears respiratory system of pathogens. And aside from that po, marami pa pong advantages, which is yun po yung na-discuss po natin ngayon. Okay? So, for now, ito lang po yung pwede nating i-recommend sa mga nangangailangan po sa atin na hindi pa nakakaalam na ang Carbacrol ay pwedeng tumulong sa kanila. Yet, ito po ay natural and there will be no side effects instead of using some synthetic medications na it can further damage or magkakaroon po sila ng side effects. Okay. So, if there are any questions po, pwede nyo po akong tanungin para ma-expound po natin or masagot po yung mga questions po natin. Hope naging clear po yung pag-discuss, though medyo technical po ako ngayon, pero mas maganda rin po kasi nating malaman kung ano po yung importance of the Carbacrol, not only yung product na pinipresent po natin sa iba. Okay po. Thank you po.
Thank you, Doc CJ. Pero before we begin the question and answer portion natin, I would like to acknowledge Doc Ariel Byra. Kasama po siya natin ngayong gabi sa ating Zoom. And I would like to appreciate Doc CJ as well. High five po tayo kay Doc CJ sa comment section natin dyan. Thank you for giving a more detailed and in-depth explanation about Carbacrol. Ultimo ako na-amaze ako na ganun pala kalawak and ka-powerful ang kayang gawin ng Carbacrol sa ating katawan, no? Sobrang daming benefits. So, yan po. High five po sa comment box for Doc CJ. And Doc, meron na po tayong first question actually coming from Ma'am Ruth. Sabi niya po, Doc, for stage 4 breast cancer and has metastatized to liver, bones, and prostate, how many capsules a day should be taken?
Okay. So, ang mechanism of action po kasi ng Carbacrol, it can disrupt the bacterial and or even the membrane of the abnormal cell sa body. Usually po, as per recommended dose, kasi meron po tayong thymol dun sa ano po natin, sa Carbacrol, usually we can recommend it po as much as kung kaya po ng up to 4 capsules daily po. So, usually, yun po yung nire-recommend ng, as per my research din po na basa sa mga journals, then definitely, dahil doon meron po kasing cellular detox na nangyayari kapag once na tinake po natin yun. And ayaw din po natin na masyadong mabilis. Baka kasi it will, since meron po siyang property na anti-inflammatory, ang sa akin lang po, it's as much as possible, it will act as a supportive treatment po kung meron na pong cancer si ma'am or si sir, yung nagtanong po sa atin.
Okay, ito nga eh. Sabi
Ayan. Doc, may another question coming from Master Ronald. Sabi niya, for pampapayat, is it safe to combine carbacrol and berberine? Would it have a synergistic effect?
Yes po. Based sa re-research ko po about carbacrol, sabi po kasi kaya po niyang papayatin yung isang individual because of the content. So, if it's okay, I can discuss yung tatlong content ng ano po natin, yung carbacrol po natin, no? Actually, hindi ko lang in-include kasi medyo baka ano po, magtatagal po tayo. Pero our carbacrol contains kasi ng 43.97% of carbacrol. So that's the main active component. So sabi ko nga po kanina, ang carbacrol, it has the anti-inflammatory mechanism. Okay, so it inhibits the COX-2 or even the pathways that lowers the cytokines as yung IL-6 na diniscuss ko po kanina. Meron din po kasing content yung carbacrol po natin ng cyanine, which is 17.87%. So that's the potent antioxidant and antibacterial synergies nung carbacrol na supplement po natin. So bakit siya nagpapapayat? Because of the aromatic hydrocarbon na kaya po niyang stabilize yung cell membranes, and then meron siyang tinatawag na carrier molecule that improves the penetration of the carbacrol and thymol into the cells. That is why kaya po niyang pabilisin yung metabolism ng isang tao. That is why dun sa pag-combine with the berberine na tanong po ni Sir, then definitely there will be no problem. Kasi berberine, it's more on, meron din po siyang anti-inflammatory effect, though it lowers down the sugar levels, then definitely, itong si carbacrol naman, it can, since synergies siya from the berberine, kaya niyang i-exhibit yung antioxidant property din, aside from dun sa pagbilis ng metabolism sa body. And nasabi ko din kanina, Ma'am Hana, no, na meron siya kasing action na kaya niyang i-scavenge yung free radicals and it can reduce the lipid peroxidization. Yun po yung term na kung bakit nasabi ko po na pwedeng i-combine or i-mix with our Bloom Glutathione kasi it has the lipid peroxidization and it can protect the cells also from oxidative stress.
Wow! Parang may bago na akong favorite Imagine, it boosts the glutathione. At the same time, pwede mo rin siyang gamitin para makatulong para makapag-lose ng weight at ma-maintain pa
Yes.
yung sugar, di ba? So, napakaganda. Doc, may tanong po si Sir Justin. Gaano daw po kabata ang pwedeng mag-take ng ating carbacrol?
Okay. Since andito si Doc Ariel, kailangan ko siguro yung tulong ni Doc Ariel kung andito po si Doc. Pero usually po kasi, ang pwede naming i-recommend is as much as possible as long as kayang matolerate. Pero hindi ko po nabasa kung gaano kabata, kung pwede bang toddler or usually as long as yung proper dosage yung pwede naming ibigay. Pero as per dito kasi, it's indicated for adults. So, kung andito po si Doc Ariel, kung alam po niya, since sila po yung mga consultants po natin, maybe I'll call Doc Ariel po to answer the question.
Okay, I'm here. Well, tama naman si Doc CJ, it's really intended almost exclusively for adults. So, as much as we would want to give them to small children, perhaps it would be better to not to give them at all muna, no? Siguro kung mga 12, 15 years old, pwede na. No? But younger than that, especially kung mga toddlers lang, siguro it's better not to. No? Sometimes we tend to think and feel na lahat na lang ng supplements in the market can be given to very small children. So we also need to take some precautions because there are still no studies saying that it is completely safe to be given to very young individuals. So let's just be cautious about it. Siguro.
Thank you, Doc
Yan.
Ariel.
Opo. Thank you, Doc Byra and Doc CJ. In addition to that, syempre po yung pong content po nung or milligrams ng ating based on FDA required energy intake is para po sa adult siya. Pero I may kids ages, yung pwedeng mag-swallow na po. Napatry ko po yan sa aking age 14 na anak and very effective din po sa kanya. So yun
Yes,
po.
kung mga ganung age siguro, sabi ko nga, siguro as young as 12 years old and above, then it's safe to take. Pero kung masyadong bata, let's try to be cautious, no? Para lang, of course, that's for the benefit of the child then. Mas mabuti na let's try to avoid. Kasi wala pang studies that will say na, yun nga, para sa masyadong bata, masyadong mga bata pang edad, no? Mabuti na yun, we play it safe. So kung mga 12 and up, perhaps, then they can start taking them.
Correct. Tama po. And also in addition to that din po, kasi yung aking pong 12 years old na pamangkin, nagkaroon din ng kumbaga sobrang congested yung kanyang ilong, hirap siya sa sipon. Ang ginawa ko, prinik ko kasi ayaw niya mag-swallow. Prinik ko siya, nilagay ko siya sa maliit na palanggana para i-inhale niya po. I-inhale, parang suob ang nangyari and it helps. Kasi hindi siya sanay pa mag-swallow eh. Pero napakaganda at na-decongest agad yung kanyang sa sipon. And meron po akong powerful sharing pa kasi ito ay na-encounter ko mismo sa aking anak. Sad to say, hindi ko rin alam kung paano niya nakuha to. Yung aking bunso na anak, nagkaroon po siya ng ringworm sa may bandang tiyan pa. So, hindi niya sinasabi sa akin dahil medyo ito ay malihim at ayaw niyang hindi ko alam kung paano niya nakuha to. So, nagkaroon po siya and may testimonial po kami ilalabas niyan. Ito ay tunay. In 3 days po take note, naging 3 po, ganun kabilis dumami. Sinabi niya lang sa akin nung nakita ko nagkakamot na siya at kung ano yun. 3 ringworm po dito sa tagiliran ng tiyan niya. And sabi ko, kinabukasan, ipapacheck up po siya dapat. Kaya lang meron po akong inspection din that time. And hindi ko po siya napacheck up. Pero malakas ang paniniwala ko rin kay Carbacrol talaga. Prinik ko ang Carbacrol. And tinanong ko si Doc Byra dyan about dyan. Sabi ko, Doc, pwede ko bang i-direct talaga to sa skin ng anak ko kasi nga medyo bata pa at sensitive yung skin niya, baka masyadong matapang. Pero sabi naman ni Doc Byra, yes, it will help. And at the same time, ipatake mo siya para meron na siyang defense dun sa kanyang kung ano yung meron siya. Alam nyo po, in span of 3 days po, dried po. Talagang makikita nyo, na ano po yung ringworm, tapos na ano po siya, nagbabalat na po in 3 days, ganun po siya ka-powerful. Wala pong antifungal cream or anything, wala po akong ibang pinahid, naka-document po yan. So ilalabas po namin yan at i-share namin. And thank you, Doc Byra. Sabi ko na nga po at very, ano po ang Carbacrol para kahit i-clinic lang siya at pinahid ko. So twice a day po, umaga, basta nakahilamos na siya, morning and evening po. So, ganun po siya kabilis. So, no need for expensive antifungal cream. Carbacrol will help. Ayan. So, Doc, may another tayong question. Sabi po niya, galing tayo ng Daisy Drew. Gusto ko lang pong malaman yung sakit ni Chris Aquino na autoimmune. Ang sabi niya ay dahil marami siyang iba't ibang food supplement na iniinom, naguluhan daw ang katawan niya. Paano ba natin ito ma-address sa client o patient na kapag ipapatake natin ito sa merong autoimmune disease or anong magandang paliwanag po?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, siguro ibaback up din ako ni Doc Ariel mamaya. Pero nasabi ko po a while ago na ang autoimmune po kasi it's more on yung sariling cells ng katawan ay kinakalaban yung cells din na pinoproduce ng body. So, ang mga supplements po kasi ay designated sa iba't ibang specific na condition. Not necessary na if napanood natin sa television or narinig natin sa kapitbahay, then definitely we can use it also. Like, for example, if we have a cough, so usually in the clinic, I usually prescribe Lagundi. So since it's a supplement, pero indicated po siya sa cough. So unlike, I just don't know with Miss Chris Aquino, no? Kasi siguro na-quote lang na parang in a way dahil sa dami ng food supplements na nagkaroon na siya ng sabihin na lang natin na na effects from the food supplements na tinake niya before. Pero sabi ko nga, there are supplements kasi na indicated sa may mga problems lang. Like itong Carbacrol natin, na-discuss ko din po kanina na it can reduce the synthesis of pro-inflammatory prostaglandin, sabi ko po kanina. So, it can help relieve the pain or even swelling and inflammation naturally and without the gastrointestinal side effects often linked to synthetic medications like NSAIDs. So, with me, hindi kasi lahat ng supplements ay kailangan i-take kung ang problem it's more on autoimmune. Meron kasing mga supplements na indicated po talaga for that problem or for that concerns. Not all supplements ay pwede po nating ibigay. Like for example, hindi po siya pwede sa mga supplements na kayang ipababa yung resistance ng body in fighting infection. Kasi usually, ang mga may autoimmune disorders, definitely mababa po yung sabihin na lang natin na immune response. So, madali lang silang makasagap ng sakit kung bumahing lang yung isang kasama. Then definitely, pwede na nilang ma-acquire yung viral or kung bacterial in origin man yon, masasagap nila. Ang mangyayari po, it's more on, ang magsasuffer is yung may sakit. Since mababa yung immune response, then definitely, sabi nga natin, kung mababa yung immune response, then mas madali tayong makakuha ng sakit. Pero siguro, I will contest our supplements kasi napag-aralan naman po yung mga supplements po natin. So, kaya po natin dinidiscuss isa-isa para maintindihan din po natin why binibigay po natin yung mga supplements na ganito. And we are not requiring na maraming supplement yung iinumin just to compensate with the body function. Kasi I just don't know dahil pag mga ganitong instances po kasi kapag autoimmune disorder na talaga, then definitely kailangan po natin mag-integrate with the conventional methods. Hindi lang po supplements yung pwedeng makakapagpagaling. There are other options din po na pwede nating gawin sa hospital and then we can integrate with some recommended supplements. And may I ask also again the help of Dr. Ariel po. Doc Ariel, is there any explanation pa na pwede nyo pong mai-contribute po with the question?
Wala na, sinabi na lahat ni Doc CJ. That's a complete answer. And that's true, no? That's the essence and principle of integrative medicine, to combine, no, the well accepted and science-backed effects of the standard synthetic medicines, as well as to combine this our science-backed and scientifically studied supplements, no? Kasi napakaraming supplements in the market. So, with all due respect to all these supplements, no? Kasi iba naman, di masyado na pag-aaralan ng sto, or sometimes they just ride with the popularity of a particular supplement, no, without even trying to find out the veracity of the claims that are being said, no. So tayo, we can only speak about the products that we have because we're very sure na the reasons why they are there is because they have specific functions, no, and indications. So tama yung sinasabi ni Doc CJ. When we talk of autoimmune disease, talaga napakahirap eh. No? Lalo pa in a celebrity like Chris Aquino, no, na lahat na lang is exaggerated eh. No? So pati yung mga sakit niya parang exaggerated lang. No? So it's very difficult to comment on something that we have not seen, we have not studied. Siyempre, again, as medical doctors, alam mo yun, Dr. CJ, that paulit-ulit ko rin sinasabi, we are like NBI agents. We need to investigate. We need to go down to the level of what is really causing the problem before even suggesting or advising what should be done and how these different supplements will help. No, we need to find out. So just by simply knowing that she has multiple autoimmune diseases is not enough. No? So, mahirap i-treat yung mga ganong klase ng tao because chances are they might come up with comments that hindi natin gusto and that might even harm our company's reputation. And of course, the individual supplements that we offer, no? So, okay na lang yung kung ano man yung gusto niyo. Unless she would probably really go to the extent of asking for help specifically from NanoCell company. So, kompleto na yung sinabi ni Doc CJ. Wala na ako may dadagdag. It's just a matter of finding out the real truth and the different problems affecting Ms. Chris Aquino.
Thank you, Doc Byra. Thank you, Doc CJ. May another question po tayo coming from Sir Richard. Nalaktawan ko siya. Sabi niya, Doc, how can our carbapenem help those who have allergies daw po?
Okay po. So, probably I'll be technical with this again, no? So, usually ang allergies pa kasi is nakikita namin kung minsan pinapa-blood test namin 'yan. So, if there are we call that immunoglobulins. So, kung mataas po yung immunoglobulins or even eosinophils from the complete blood count, then definitely we address kung anong specific type of allergy. Since the question was more on inflammatory, then definitely I'll proceed with the cytokines, yung diniscuss ko po kanina. Kasi ang carbapenem po natin, it down-regulates the MCP1. So, na pahapyawan ko po kanina, Doc, ano yung MCP1? It's the monocyte chemoattractant protein 1. Okay? So, medyo technical lang po ito pero I need to discuss para maintindihan po natin. And kaya din po niyang i-down-regulate din yung VCAM1 or the vascular cell adhesion molecule 1 and the ICAM or the intercellular adhesion molecule 1. So, these molecules are key mediators in immune cell recruitment and inflammation. So, if there are suppression kapag once na nag-take po tayo ng Carbacrol, it can decrease the chronic inflammation in the body or even the overall oxidative stress in tissues and endothelial inflammation that link to allergies. So, ang to cut the long story short po is when you take the Carbacrol, it has the systemic benefits na kaya po niyang i-reduce yung inflammatory markers sa body. So, hindi lang po natin alam yung tinatawag po natin na severity kung, well, if it's anaphylactic shock, ibang condition po yun. We need, of course, antihistamines. Pero since it's more on condition na kaya pa nating i-manage, then definitely we will recommend Carbacrol kasi it has the advantage na kapag once na tinake po natin ito, it can reduce the inflammatory markers. Yan po.
Thank you, Doc CJ. May question po ulit. Coming from additional question from Ma'am Ruth. Sabi niya po, Doc, may I know how many glutathione should be taken a day? Ito po yung may cancer at complications.
Okay. In terms of glutathione kasi ma'am, based on our practice, we usually recommend that those to those who are having their chemotherapies, so usually nakakatulong po kasi as an adjunct therapy dun sa treatment po nila. And as per sa mga previous researches po na when we include glutathione in their sabihin na lang natin treatment regimen, then nawawala yung pagkahilo or pagsusuka, yung may mga nagkakaroon ng mga nagkikimotherapy, sabihin ko na lang, or even nagkakaroon ng radiation therapy. Kung in terms sa dosage po, usually the higher the dosage, the better. Okay? Pero ang sabi nga natin before, the only problem with the glutathione is as much as possible kaya siyang dapat i-absorb ng liver para ma-enhance yung function niya. Okay? And the liver also kumbaga nagpo-produce din siya ng glutathione. So, ang habol lang natin with the glutathione, it's more on the antioxidant advantages from kapag once na na-take na ng patient. Pero kung cancer patient po si ma'am or kung meron po siyang inaalagaan na cancer patient, then definitely we advise at least mga 3 to 6 siguro a day. Pwedeng 2 capsules to enhance lang yung effect ng glutathione sa katawan. Kasi maganda po siya as per research na mag-take po ng glutathione. Lalong-lalo na yung may mga cancer po. Pwedeng malignant or benign. Yung benign naman po hindi po siya cancerous, pero usually mga malignant cell like may mga cancer is we advise to take glutathione po. Ma'am Hannah, I think wala po kayong audio.
Thank you, Doc. Sorry. Ayan. Thank you, Doc, sa pagsagot kanina kay Ma'am Ruth. And Ma'am Ruth, hopefully nasagot po lahat ni Doc CJ yung inyong katanungan. Meron po tayong follow-up question again coming from Ma'am Daisy. Sabi niya po, gaano kataas yung absorption rate sa isang tao ng Carbacrol sa ating katawan? Kasi daw po yung ibang company, hindi niya na lang sasabihin is mataas daw yung absorption rate because of the technology na enteric coated technology.
Okay. So that's a good question po, no? Pero usually po kasi our Carbacrol has 3 ingredients. So hindi lang po siya plain. Okay? To be honest din po kasi sa na-discuss ko din po kanina, it's 43.97% yung isang capsule po natin, no? Pero that's the main active component. Meron pa po siya kasing thymine which is 17.87% and the thymol which is 11.56%, which is yun na po yung immune supportive compound. In terms naman sa percentage, kung wala kasing based dun sa FDA ano po natin na pinasa po sa akin, walang kung ilang percentage yung what do you call that, yung kung paano po ma-absorb from dun sa katawan po natin and paano siyang nagiging effective. Usually, based din kasi dito sa pinasa po natin with the FDA, sabi po dito, it's more on 89 to 94.6%. In terms of dun sa tatlong compounded na ingredients dun sa nanocell carbacriol natin. Which is yun po yung thymine, thymol, and then the carbacriol.
Okay. And pwede po ako magdagdag, Doc? So in terms po ng ating supplement, it's liposomal po. So meaning, in-encapsulate ito using the technology as well na hindi po maapektuhan ng ating stomach acid or ng ating digestive system, yung mga nutrients na nakalagay doon. Kasi it's liposome shields po. So ibig sabihin, kahit i-take po natin yon, dadaan lang po siya, ibabypass na lang yung ating stomach or yung mga enzyme or yung mga acid sa ating stomach na hindi madidegrade yung quality ng isang supplement. Yan po yung kagandahan kay NanoCell supplement kasi all our supplements are liposomal. Ayan. So, is there any more question po? At ayan, hopefully po nasagot po natin ang lahat ng ating mga katanungan. Kung meron po pa po tayong pahabol na questions, habang nandiyan pa si Doc CJ at si Doc Byra na sobrang